Hey, what's going on, guys? John Santos, and I appreciate you guys all tuning in and watching. Subscriber rate is going up. We are now officially at 32,000, and I appreciate all 32,000 plus of you guys for following this channel and really building relationships between each other through this community. Now, a week or so ago, I announced a partnership with Bella Canvas, and that video is coming out next Thursday. So please do check into the channel, and I'll also link their YouTube channel down below. That way you guys get to have a glimpse into what they're all about. And one of the things that really bugs me the most is the fact that I don't get to actually answer all of you guys' comments. It doesn't mean I don't acknowledge it. I've actually used a lot of the different comments to create the videos you guys are needing, which is the reason why some of you guys are like, oh wow, I've been looking for this. It's because somebody in the community has already been asking it, so I go out and actually create that content for everybody to watch. So in this video, what I want to do is essentially just answer 5 of the most recent comments that I've come across that I think would really benefit you guys. And more importantly, just make you guys aware of the different resources that are available in the descriptions down below. So make sure you guys go down there. If you're looking to buy or to become a part of any service, just use my links in the description, since it does give me a little bit of a cut that allows me to continue producing content and get this different items and network with these different people that you guys all want to meet. So that is my goal. I put everything back into this channel, and it's all for you. So without any further ado, I just want to jump into those questions that a lot of you guys have been asking. So the first question is coming from Los Brooklyn. Los Brooklyn, thank you for commenting for one. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. Now the question is, I have a new product new to market. Who can you recommend? Made of fabric, but new with no competitors and is patent pending. Please recommend. Thanks. So guys, when I get these different recommendation type of questions, a lot of the times I won't recommend somebody, only because it's a reflection of me if I recommend you to the wrong person. Now, this has happened to me before. It really has, where I truly believe in somebody, and they come to me and they say, look, I can help your subscribers, I can help do this, and then something happens with that person's life or whatever it is, and it doesn't work out. So if I don't respond to those comments, it means I don't have somebody that I personally can vouch for. But it doesn't mean that somebody else in the community might know somebody. So if anybody out there is either sewing, is able to create different products, please do comment on Los Brooklyn's comment, so you guys can get to networking and figure something out amongst yourselves. Now, if you have a service or a business that can offer different services to the subscribers and people watching, please do comment down below or contact me. My email's in the business address on the YouTube channel. I want to add everybody, as long as I can verify you're a real business, you're not out there scamming people. I'm willing to put you on my website, which is also linked down below. That's no charge whatsoever to be included in that. I just need to personally verify that you exist and that you're not out there just taking people's money. So if anybody's watching and wants to work with the channel, hit me up, Instagram, email, we'll get it done. But to answer your question, Los Brooklyn, I'm working on it. But just keep in mind, there is a different approach that you could also take. One of which being to try to learn it on your own. And what I mean is put something together that's kind of like scrapped up. Even if you have to tape it or whatever, like literally just start piecing fabrics together to show how it's going to work. And then what you can do is you can actually take that to somebody that actually sews. So it doesn't necessarily have to be somebody that's like somebody that creates stuff from scratch. Like it could be a sewer that tailors your clothing. Like those kind of people, as long as you show them what you need, they more than likely will know how to sew that together. But you just need to create that groundwork and that foundation in order for you to take it to them and say, hey, how many hours would it take you to sew something that looks better than this? You know, even if you super glued it, duct taped it, and then you at least have that initial prototype that allows you to go and test it. Now, of course, there's going to be different services out there that will totally enhance your guys' approach. It'll totally enhance what you're working on, and ideally that's what you want to find, and that's the people that you want to work with. I'm also going to say that my brother may be a resource to you guys. I got to just make sure to see how his schedule looks like in terms of production and everything else he's handling. But if that's something that opens up, I'll let you guys know. All right, now the next question comes from Michael Carrasco. Appreciate you, man. Hey John, where could we find the guide file lines, or how do we create them? This was in response to a recent video I published in terms of creating artwork for production. Some of you guys may have seen that video, and I'll link it up here, but what it is essentially what you're creating is a template so people know what exactly you're creating. So he's asking where can he download those, or how does he create them? And I'm gonna go ahead and actually just make a commitment right now. Now, it may not be available as soon as this video comes out, but it will be available as we are enhancing the website associated with this channel. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna include that as part of the download of the apparel manufacturing guide. I'll include all of that in there. That way you guys can literally sign up and you'll download all of this really high quality stuff, and everything is free. Like, there's no catch whatsoever. So you guys will be able to download that and get those templates in AI. They are gonna be an Illustrator version, so you will need to have either Illustrator. So as soon as that is ready, if you haven't already subscribed to the newsletter list, make sure you do, because whoever subscribed on there will know about the new list. I'll actually email everybody the new list. I'll email everybody the website launch. That way, if you forget to subscribe in the future, you subscribe now, and that way you are good to go when I launch that. So I will be making a note of that. I will be launching in that email that you guys get when you sign up to the newsletter. You will be receiving quality guide file lines in AI format. That way you guys can take it and use it on your own. Cool. So another question comes from Jvanna Sackey. Now, I apologize if I screwed up the name. Jvanna Sackey. What would you suggest a low beginning quantity is? Now, I'm assuming she means starting off with a small batch of products to test your market. Now, a small amount of quantity will really depend on what your budget is, because honestly, small to somebody is really big to others. But what I mean by that is you gotta have your budget ready. You gotta have your budget available with how much you're gonna spend to keep the business and continue it moving. So a small quantity may just be whether it's just 20 shirts, 40 shirts, 60 shirts, and it's like 20 of each design. That way you know, or maybe it's only 12 of each design and you test out different variations. It all really depends on what your budget is, but try not to spend more than like 20% of your budget, of your total budget, in your first launch. That way you know what to test, you know what works, and then you can invest the other 80% into the products that are winning, and then you're able to actually raise those margins and stuff when you know that you got something that's gold. So that's what I mean about starting small with a small production. It all really depends on your own budget, guys. So just keep that in mind. And then the last question comes from Patricia Abanto. Sorry, do you speak Spanish? I am planning to open up a t-shirt line from Italy, but I'd like to understand more of your videos. If we could communicate by email. Sí hablo español, sé poquito más o menos, pero no puedo rayar muy bien. Uso Google Translate muchas de las veces cuando debemos que usar email. Y mi español no es muy bueno, pero trato de comunicarme más o menos con todos, poquito corto, poquito mucho, pero sí más o menos sé lo que estoy diciendo en español muchas de las veces. I kind of do somewhat speak Spanish, can't write it for not very good at all. Google Translate will get you through a lot of different languages. So if you guys want to email me or you want to ask a question on Instagram, please feel free to use your native language. Just tell me what that native language is, and I will Google Translate it and reply to you as best as I can if I don't understand your language. Shout out to Patricia and many other of you guys that are out there watching from all these different countries like India, Germany, I have like Africa, I have Italy. It's so awesome, guys, seeing what we're creating and what everybody's coming together and coming around in. So once again, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope you guys enjoy this Q&A type of format. Subscribe to the channel, forward it to a friend, comment your questions down below on here. That way we can answer them in the next Q&A. I'm going to start rolling out these Q&As on a weekly basis. That way that allows me to continue pumping out content for you guys, and at the same time working on the master videos that'll really drive home a lot of these things that we discuss here in these smaller videos. So I appreciate you guys. Make sure you follow on social media. My Instagram is tagged down below. My Twitter's down below. Subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you guys. Have a great weekend. Talk soon. Bye.